Very warm greetings to you. I am Frederick Roy Kharkongor. I am the Chief Electoral Officer of Meghalaya. And at the very outset, I would like to extend my warmest greetings to all of you on the new year, and especially friends from the people with disability. From the Election Commission, there has been an enormous focus on ensuring that we have accessible elections, that we have inclusive elections, and towards this end, our state, including all the districts, have mapped about 7478 rather. So we have 7478 numbers of registered electors who belong to the people with disability, and they are an important part of the electoral process. We have in fact identified a category known as Super 6, and amongst the Super 6, one of the Super 6 are the PWD category. Apart from women and youth and other important categories of the Super 6, the PWD occupy one of the most important categories for a focused attention by the Election Commission. As you know, in the last few months, the Election Commission, or rather in the last year and a half, post-pandemic and during the pandemic, the Election Commission has introduced Form 12D. So Form 12D is an option which has been given to especially the people with disability to vote from home. So if a person with disability chooses to exercise his or her option of Form 12D, they can vote from home, and a team will come from the respective DC's office to give the Form 12D to the people with disability, and they can then exercise their vote from home without taking the trouble to come to the polling station. However, should the people with disability still choose to come to the polling station, there are many facilities in the polling station as well. It has been instructed that every polling station should be equipped with AMF, or what we call the Assured Minimum Facility, and this has been thoroughly discussed at the State Consultative Committee for Accessible Elections, and the wheelchairs will be provided for those with locomotor problem. Then there will be the facility of braille voting, voting on braille paper. There will also be other facilities like poll volunteers who will help and who will escort and who will facilitate and give priority voting to the people with disabilities. So these are some of the facilities that have been arranged at the polling station level. We also take great pride in highlighting and also focusing the various PWD icons. We have the Light After Dark, which is Meghalaya's first visually impaired band. In fact, they got the honor and the privilege to even perform at the national level at the National PWD Icons Conference, which was held in the month of November. And they continue to be a source of inspiration for all the people with disability. We have Kong Bertha Dekar, who is the principal of the first visually impaired school, or the first blind school in Meghalaya. She's also a Padma Shri, and she often advocates on the rights of the people with disability and is a strong voice to ensure that the people with disability, that the entire accessible elections and inclusive elections becomes something meaningful and impactful. Similarly, in the district also, there are some districts that have already identified PWD icons at the district level, who will inspire and who will also highlight the many facilities that have been provided at the people with for the people with disability. We are also coordinating very closely with the SRC, State Resource Center, who have helped us with mapping and with also benchmarking the various people with disabilities. We are also actively working with other state level disability NGOs like Bethany Society, and also organizations like the Barefoot Trust. In fact, the last couple of months, there has been a training all over the state in coordination with the Barefoot Trust to have various trainings for the poll officials, so that there is more empathy and more understanding of the various aspects of the people with disability. And also side by side, we are also ensuring that there is awareness for registration amongst the people with disability and also voting. So the entire journey of a people with disability, of a PWD voter, right from roll to poll, right from ensuring that his name gets registered in the electoral roll, culminating in on voting day when the PWD voter goes to exercise his vote, his or her vote in the polling station, or what we call E to E, right from enrollment to elections. So the entire roll to poll and E to E, election, from election to enrollment, the people with disability are being facilitated by various provisions. And I'm also happy to share with you that from Election Commission, we are also trying to identify some entirely PWD managed polling stations. So we are still waiting for information from the districts so that perhaps there will also be some PWD managed polling station, which will be a source of inspiration to all the people with disability, that they are equal citizens in the eyes of law, in the eyes of the Election Commission, and they have an equal stakeholdership and equal partnership when it comes to voicing their rights, because we believe that their right is their might. And we also believe that they are one of the Super Six, as I said earlier, one of the wheels of democracy, the spokes that make up the wheels of democracy. Apart from that, we are actively engaging with various stakeholders, and we hope that through these initiatives, more and more people with disability will come out on voting day and will exercise their franchise. There is also the Meghalaya Sign Bank app, which already has been rolled out in the last elections, and this Meghalaya Sign Bank app has got 114 electoral terms, and these 114 electoral terms are all documented in sign language on video, and they are a very useful tool for giving awareness to the polling officials, so that polling officials are also aware and they also empathize with the various aspects of sign language voting. So this Meghalaya Sign Bank app is also very effective in deploying and also in making polling officials aware, and also in building empathy about the rights of the people with disability. And we hope that with these measures that all our friends from the PWD category, they come out in full force to vote, and we are here to take care of your specific requirements through various provisions in law like Form 12D, as well as various logistical arrangements at the field level, like the wheelchair and poll volunteers and braille voting. So all these are various measures which are taken by Election Commission. Apart from that, ramps are also there in all polling stations. It is mandatory, ramps of appropriate gradient, so that people with disability who are coming to the polling station in wheelchairs, they should get complete convenience. So all efforts are being taken to ensure that there is a PWD friendly atmosphere in the polling station and in the entire process, from roll to poll and from election to enrollment. So with these few words, kindly join us as we all call out to all of you to ensure that no voter is left behind. In fact, I end my small request with this very important slogan of the Election Commission, which is no voter to be left behind. And with this, this is a statement, is an article of faith for the Election Commission, that there should be no voter left behind. Thank you very much.